Hi, my name is Tisha. I'm going to be talking to you about mangroves. The topics that we're going to cover in the presentation are where mangroves are geographically located, their role in carbon sequestration, their role in biodiversity, and also their role in storm damage. About 53,190 square miles of Earth's surface is covered by mangroves. They're usually found most frequently around the equator, and they cover the coast of 118 countries. The majority of mangroves, about 42%, are found in Asia. The image that you see next is depicting the locations and distribution of mangrove forests, and then the bar graph shows you more about the distribution, but mostly where the countries are that they're located in. And then the next topic is mangroves and carbon sequestration. Carbon sequestration is when a plant or fungus takes in carbon from the surroundings and stores it in their biomass, or in other words, when they take in more carbon than they're releasing. During photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and water, and they produce glucose, which is sugars, and oxygen. The oxygen is then released, and the glucose is stored and converted into energy during cellular respiration. And then the carbon is stored in their biomass, hence the name carbon sequestration. Sequestration means to isolate. Mangroves are special because they can sequester 4 times the amount of carbon that a terrestrial forest can. They store 21 gigatons of carbon, and if more mangrove forests were restored, they could sequester 1.3 more gigatons of carbon. A quote that I have is, "This is equal to about 3 years of carbon emissions for a country like Australia." This is from State of the World's Mangroves. And then the next topic is mangrove biodiversity and threatened species. There are about 341 threatened species across the world that live in mangrove forests. Three species that we're going to be talking about is the Malay butterfly, mangrove terrapin, and painted terrapin. The Malay tiger butterfly larvae feeds on the Asclepiadaceae vine, which grows on the land edges of mangrove forests. The adult butterflies feed on the nectar of Wedelia biflora flowers, which means that these butterflies depend on the plants that grow in mangrove forests. Both the mangrove terrapin and the painted terrapin are listed on the critically endangered list, and like the Malay tiger butterfly, they rely on the mangrove for food. Mangrove terrapin and painted terrapin rely specifically on mangrove fruit rather than flowers. We also have images listed next of each of the species that we were talking about. The top on the, it's a triangle. The top is the Malay butterfly, the left is painted terrapin, and the right is just the mangrove terrapin. And then next we have a list of endangered species that live in mangroves. And then the next topic is mangroves and storm damage. Mangroves can be used to lower energy of waves, which is important against flooding and storms. An article, State of the World Mangrove, says every year mangrove systems prevent more than $65 billion in property damage and reduce flood risks to some 15 million people. That I drew of waves, mangroves, and just property. As you can see in the image, the wave height lowers as it goes towards the mangroves. This is because as the wave energy pushes this way, when the water hits the mangroves, it pushes back and lowers the energy, causing the wave height to go down.